Hello, everyone. I'm Lucy, an upcoming activist, and with me I have...
I'm Cedar.
And Wilfred.
Yeah,
Wilfred,
we are all newcomers in the LGBTQ asylum seeking process. So we're going to be talking briefly about our journeys, how we came here, and how our life has been through here, and other challenges we faced here, and the decisions we've got here among us, if there is any who has got a decision as an asylum seeker. So first and foremost, I would like to start with a question. As an asylum seeker, is what is the meaning of asylum?
Well, to me, the asylum is the protection granted by a state, and to someone who had fled their country because of their sexual orientation or political problems. And I would really like to plead with the Swedish authorities because of who we are and the place we came from. We run away from what we believe to have in us, and because we are living in a wrong country that doesn't support our gay rights, and since we are alive in Sweden and we're being denied of our own rights, and I'm pleading the Swedish authority to help us to achieve our own goals and to have a free life in Sweden. Thank you.
Yeah, like you've heard what he said, asylum is a legal right that everybody should really be granted based on your sexual orientation, based on the maybe war from the country you're coming from. So it should be a legal right that should be respected, despite of your color, despite of your profession. So, yeah. I will have a couple of questions to ask my friends over here, and I would, whoever is feeling to ask would chip in and ask. So my first question would go to, I had forgotten the theme, the forum for today is Black LGBT Lives Matter. Yeah. So it's not just Black lives which matter, Black LGBT lives matter. So I'm going to ask my first question, and my first question will be like the journey of asylum from coming to Europe. Yeah, I think that question I think will go to Sidan.
Yeah.
Because tell us briefly how your journey was, about when you came to Europe, what were your expectations, and how has it gone for you here in Europe as an asylum seeker?
Yeah.
What has gone wrong and what has gone right? Thank you.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. When I came to Sweden, I was thinking I will have a better life. But finally, I see it was very, very, very hard for me. Because when I come from asylum, after 1 year I was denied, and I have to wait like 4 years to come back in the system. I don't have any income. I have problem to find job. I have problem for house to live. You know, I don't have any help, and it was so bad. And also the problem is when you are here and you need protection and you don't have it, it's almost you have a double life, because you have friends here from your same country. They speak your same language. You have to hide from them, you know. And be with LGBT, you can be better with them, you can open, but for the other side, you can't be open. You are always like, your life is always like, you can't understand which life you have. And it's very, very hard, very sad. You can't sleep at night. Even going somewhere to travel is a problem. To have a SL card, to have everything. And for after that life,
not working, yeah.
You are not working.
Yeah.
And for that life, it's very, very, very hard. And you are thinking about that protection you don't have. And I was thinking here in Sweden, it was the good place for me. because I see for LGBTQ people, you can have open life, you can have your if you have a love, you can make it how do you want. But I see always like hiding. I have a double life. Yeah, and I feel very, very bad if I have that life and I can't be free. Yeah.
So are you trying to say that when you came here, you were called for interview after like 1 year and the decision was passed?
Yeah, they called me after 3 months.
After 3 months?
Yeah, and the country where I'm from is like talking about LGBT is taboo. You can't explain yourself because you don't have that experience to talk about it. And finally, if immigration tell you, they don't believe you because they don't prove the evidence. But I don't know how to prove to be LGBT. For me, it's just the feelings, not something you have to prove it. No.
Yeah, I think it's really a challenge to prove your sexual orientation because this system, I think the system in Sweden is really broken by the migration staff because I think it's about looking at a black LGBTQ, and when they see you're a black LGBTQ, they don't believe what you're saying. They're like, I think, when they say black skin, it's like they're seeing a criminal. If they say black skin, it's like they are seeing people with less esteem, people who have no value. We are equal. I don't think we have to be really treated this way because, given an example, me when I came to Sweden to seek asylum, I left all that I owned back in my country. But here in Sweden, the migration makes us feel like Sweden is a heaven on earth. It is not, because I left all I owned. I was a business person. I was driving. I was owning businesses. I was owning houses that if I totaled my property, it would be over 1 million Swedish krona. But look at me. When I come here, I live a life of in a camp, whereby you're given 61 krona per day. 61 krona per day, that means it's going to limit your movement. You can't buy an SL card. It's like it's going to limit your dress code. It's like they're trying to push you into committing a crime, like they're pushing you into stealing a train ticket. They're pushing you into maybe stealing food at the food store. They really take us like we are not worth. But I think we are all equal and we all have the right to be treated the same way, the black and the white.
Yeah.
That's right.
Me, I think if you left your country, you lost your family, you lost your friends, you lost your job, lost everything, and you come here. It's not you are coming here only for sleep, because you need protection.
Yeah.
And that protection, if you don't have it, is very, very bad for you. And that life is like, that for you is look like maybe 20 years. Because
not
like,
every black person comes here that is here for green pastures. No. We've left greener pastures back at home. We've left the gold back at home. But we are here sacrificing all we've got to because we want to be free. We need freedom. And this is all we are asking for from the migration. We need freedom. Please, when the question of proving that you're gay, that my colleague here was denied his right as an asylum seeker simply because he could not express himself that he's gay. That means if someone cannot express himself, if someone is a slow talker, that means you're denied the right to stay here. It's about expression. Yeah, come on, guys. So
and what I can add also is like when you come and you have your interview and you have like, you never talk about LGBT problem, and for Africa it's taboo. You can't talk about it. And you have your lawyer there, the interviewer there, you have the translator, he's talking your language. It's very, 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 very sad to talk about it. And you don't have that experience to explain yourself. It's very hard to explain yourself. Yeah.
Understand.
So I think we should plead on behalf of our own right with the authorities. They should be able to help us and to make sure we have our right to stay and to have a good and better life. So I think it's very important also. They have to take it into consideration as well. Yeah,
they should just put it in the back of their minds that they're not helping us to stay. It is our right to stay. It's a fundamental right for asylum-seeking person to be given the permission to stay. It is our right. Okay, thank you very much. So I think we shall go on to the next question. We'll ask you guys, how has it been in your stay here in Sweden? Do you have some friends who are not LGBT, and how has it been with you interacting with them? Because me personally, when I first came here in Sweden, I lived with a friend who didn't know that I'm gay, and when she came to realize I was gay, within 2 weeks she kicked me out of the house. And I give hands up for the volunteers in RFSL who came up to give me where to stay. But if I didn't know where RFSL was, and if I didn't have if I wasn't in touch with the volunteers, that means I was going to be sleeping on the streets in that winter. So do you have any friends, and do you feel comfortable in amidst them?
Yeah, because my life, I was in the camp like for 1 year something, like 1 year, 6 months.
You were in the camp?
Yeah.
Which
but
camp
when
was that?
In Sundays in Delsbo, that side in the north. But when I come to Stockholm, I was sleeping outside the central and for more than 1 week.
You slept on the streets for more than 1 week?
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Yeah, in the T-Central. But I was seeing people from my country, but I don't trust anyone. Yeah. Because I was scared. I had to show myself. I can't go and live with someone I don't know me. I feel so bad with it. And before I go to RFSL, I was sleeping outside. Yeah. So
it's like you have friends who are non-LGBT from your country, but you don't feel free to interact with them.
Yeah. I was always meeting them, but I always caring to talk about my situation. Yeah, I don't want to go to leave them with their house because I don't feel comfortable with them. I was always hiding myself. And that means like you need to have a double life, because if you are with them, you can't be open. Just you have to be with LGBT people to show your life, to be open, to be happy. But for me, that life is not a life. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have something to say on that?
About apartments and helping people that are in need, I think it's very, very needful. As well, like he said, he slept in the street for a couple of weeks, and that's too bad. Imagine in the winter.
Imagine someone leaves her home, like me. You leave a posh home, and then you come and sleep in winter.
And what happened to Central? I was sleeping. I was entering inside the T Central, and after 2 o'clock they chased me out. I sit outside. If they open in the morning, I just to come and sit. Even I can't sleep. If I start sleep, they come and tell me, "Oh, you can't sleep here." So I have to have headache. My eyes was so, and it was so bad for me.
No.
Yeah.
So I think the Swedish government should help also in providing more apartments for the LGBTQ accommodation and apartment. It's very needful.
But then you have to be in the system too.
Yeah.
And we have about like me, I had to wait for about 7 months without being in the system. So where is somebody going to stay for the 7 months without being in the system? It's really difficult.
Me now, I thank LGBT people, because I live with the family Swedish now. They're helping me for that, and they understand me, and I'm happy with them. And I can only show my life when I'm with them, but outside, no. I have to hide myself, my life. No.
It's like you still haven't come out openly.
I can't come up,
Because, like back in our countries, all my country needs is evidence. Once they have evidence that you are LGBTQ, then definitely your life is at risk. Because like the former activist, may his soul rest in peace, Kato David, when he came out open and became an activist, and he was speaking on the forum, there's a documentary called Kuchu. You can watch him there. And when he went viral, then the Ugandan community came to get that evidence. They're like, yes, now we can use this evidence to finish him up because he has come out openly that he's gay. And that is how they killed him. They hit him with a hammer on his head, and they killed him. So it's just about my country. It's just that once you open up, like I am now opening up, to come out that I'm gay, they use that against you, and that is how I think most of my colleagues are scared about coming out to their friends and telling them who they are actually. Yeah. So. You said you went through because you have gone through the process, Sidar, of asylum seeking, and unfortunately you were denied the right to stay. Could you remind us of some questions that you think could have been asked by the migration, like to prove yourself that you're gay, like your religion or something? I remember one question to all was like, when they asked me that question, I was shocked because they asked me about my religion, and I tell you I'm Muslim, and they asking me. How was the question about your religion, briefly, because the people watching would love to know what exactly you were asked. Yeah,
they asking me which religion you are. I tell them I tell them I am Muslim. They tell me why you are gay? You are Muslim. You know your religion, accept it.
Seriously?
And I was so shocked about that question. Because it's not about the religion, it's something like the feeling. It's not like something you have to choose to be.
Exactly.
It's not a choice to be gay or not. But I was shocked to listen to that question.
So what was your answer to that question?
Yeah, that my answer is like I don't choose to be a gay.
So it doesn't stop you from being a Muslim, right?
No, they don't stop the person, but I just tell them that is the feeling, is not the choice. To be gay is not like something you have to choose to be a gay.
And you don't have to deny your religion to be gay. Because why? And then why are the churches wedding LGBTQ people if then they're asking us to deny our religions to be gay? I think somebody should just be in his religion and wait and go and meet his creator and let the creator be the one to judge. Nobody has the right to judge anybody on this planet Earth.
That's
you
true.
Have something to say?
No.
Okay. So we will go to the next question. How long was it upon your arrival to Sweden that you had your interview? Like,
it was about 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
And which month was that?
It was I arrived in March, so it took about 3 months or 2.5 months for me to have my interview. So
you haven't got your decision yet?
No.
And Sudan, how long was it?
When I just come, after 3 months, like the same, they called me for interview, and I see my lawyer the first day I have my interview.
That's
to prepare.
The day you met your lawyer.
Yeah.
So like you didn't sit together and
between after the interview, after the interview, I changed three times the lawyer. They give me always change. I said this lawyer. After they tell me they change the lawyer. But the last one I have to do the interview, I saw him when I have the interview.
So like you didn't sit for any briefing or something?
Yeah, even the briefing he was talking English. I don't understand English because I speak French. No, and it was very, very, very hard to talk, to communicate with him. Even to prepare it was not easy.
So when you arrived to the migration, were you given an LGBTQ lawyer or the migration gave you?
No, the immigration gave me the lawyer.
Which is really,
immigration give me the lawyer.
I think to me, it's not right. I have a feeling that like us newcomers under RFSL, we always have these lawyers whom we go to for consultation and all the rest. I have a feeling that someone has a right to a lawyer that you feel you're safe in, a lawyer that you feel like is on the same trend with you. So, I mean, like there was a scenario whereby I was in an HIV, it was a HIV workshop in RFSL, and there was a man from South Africa who was like, I had a one-night stand with some man, and I was HIV positive, and they infected. No, I didn't infect the guy with HIV. But when I told my partner about my HIV status, my partner went to the hospital immediately to check for his life, to check whether he's HIV positive or whether I've infected him. And when he reached there, they were like, when the doctor asked him, why are you so furious or scared? And he was like, yesterday I had a one-night stand and the guy is HIV positive, something like that. And the doctor was like, go and sue him. You have to sue him. Go and sue him. And he went and sued him. And when the guy was taken to court, and he was given a lawyer that didn't know anything about HIV, he was given a lawyer that didn't know anything about LGBT. So he could basically not defend himself, and he was risking his life being deported back to South Africa. But as he kept on airing it out with his friends were like, you better get a lawyer who knows something about HIV and something about LGBT, and that is how he got a good lawyer, and his case was worked upon. And when they realized his HIV was undetectable, they came to realize that he didn't infect the other party, so he had no right to be accused. So that's how he remained. So following that, I really feel like if you're given a lawyer that doesn't know LGBT rights, that doesn't know much about LGBT, you stand a risk of really losing your case. I think that is wrong. I think the migration should come in and I think give the LGBT asylum seekers their
right to stay.
Right to the right lawyer, I think so. Yeah. Did you have an LGBTQ lawyer?
No, actually, I'm using the migration lawyer.
Migration lawyer. You see, that's also the same.
Because that time I was living there far, my lawyer was here in Stockholm, and I was waiting for the ticket. They tell me they will send me the ticket, but I don't receive the ticket, and I couldn't come to meet him, and I was always talking with him on phone. And that time I didn't understand English, and he was talking English. Yeah, and I was trying, but
so this time do you have an LGBTQ lawyer? Yeah, because me personally, I have an LGBTQ lawyer. Hands up for my lawyer, Silas. So I think we shall go to the next question. Have you experienced any, now that we are talking about Black Lives Mattering, Black LGBT Lives Mattering, have you experienced any kind of racism here in Sweden?
For me, no, I don't.
Like at a train station, like when looking for a job, like in police or something?
No. I don't live that experience. Yeah.
So it has been easy for you, like.
Not so easy, but I always careful because I always in my mind. If I enter maybe the train, I always listen people talking. If I saw people talking my language, I just change. I can't always. I'm always running.
Safe.
Yeah, I don't feel safe.
Yeah.
My heart always beating. And I think. I was thinking here in Sweden when I come. Just my dream was, I am in the best country. I have to do my life here. I can travel. I can be with people. But what I see,
it is a good country, Sweden.
It's a very sweet country. It's very nice.
Yeah.
But then there's some loopholes that have to be amended, especially with the migration.
Yeah. I know it is a good country, really, because I
LGBTQ friendly country. I mean, what is life without love? I mean, what are you working for? Why do you wake up in the morning, go and look for money, then come back, and then you have even nobody to share that money with, nobody to share a hug with? I think that is really something which is very vital in our lives. That's happiness. Living in an LGBT country.
And I love Swedish people. I love them because I have the support for LGBT people now. And for now 2 years I'm doing better because they understand me. I can do my life in the one way, but another way I have to hide myself. Yeah, that is the only problem. But yeah,
do you have something to say on that?
No, actually, I haven't had any experience about racism, but I think the Swedish people are very nice and very friendly and very good people as well. So I haven't had any racial problem at all.
I personally have an experience. I was one time moving with my girlfriend, and that is the time we had actually come for the HIV workshop in RFSL. And in the night, we had gone back to the hotel, and we're like, let's go out and maybe have a drink or something like that. And we're moving hand in hand with my girlfriend. And the police just came and surrounded us from nowhere. There were police in front, police on the sides, and police behind. We were like, we were terrorists. We were holding a bomb or something. I was like, what? Vahenda? And then my girlfriend was like, yeah, I think I saw them following us long time ago. And that was like, then they asked us, excuse us, can you show us your IDs? And then I was like, ID? Why ID? And then they were like, yeah, you need to show us your ID. Get serious, we need your ID. And then I was like, why? Among all the people moving here, I see the whole street is crowded. Why the two of us, you're asking for our IDs? And then I was resisting to give them the ID because I wanted the reason as to why they're asking for my ID. And then my girlfriend was like, the reason is you are black. That's why they're asking you for the ID. So just give them the ID. And then I was like, then when my girlfriend gave the ID, I had no option but also to give my LMA card. So it oppressed me, and I was like, I contacted my lawyer about it, and I was like, but why should the police stop two African ladies moving amidst over 1,000 white people? Is it because we are black? Is it wrong to be black? But then there is nothing we can do about being black. We are born black. So I personally have experienced racism. And also, I feel like also when it comes to seeking of jobs, you will find that you may apply for a job somewhere, and then you may apply with a white person, and then you will find that the person is given a job, and then you are not given a job, and then you wonder why, and maybe even you have better qualifications. So I think there's some little bit of racism somewhere that also could, if it would be amended, it would really be fine. So I think we can go to the next question. How has it been since when you were denied your asylum? How has been your life? Because now when you're denied your asylum, you had to leave the camp you're living in. And if you're working, then you cannot work anymore because they take away the LMA card. So how has life been for you, Sidar, who has been denied the right to stay here?
Life was very hard.
Yeah,
because if you are living with the right income, with the right food, with the right place to sleep, even at night you can't sleep, and you think about the next day. One day is like so long. The day is so long because you are always like going through about your life, and also you can't know your future when you are living that life. Because if you stay like one day, you don't eat, you don't have place to sleep, you can't travel, you can't take the train, and that day you are thinking about another day, and you do it for like more than maybe now it's like for me now for 4 years, it's very 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 sad.
It's like 4 years.
In 4 years to start another case.
When were you denied your right to stay?
2016.
2016. So you haven't gone back for another?
No. Now I go for I am in the system. I come back in the system. Okay. I have to have another interview. Yeah. But that 4 years for so.
So how have you been paying your accommodation? Where were you staying, and how were you feeding and traveling?
But after 1 year, something like 2 years, I come back in the system because I have another case like his name like new circumstances. I've like been to the newspaper, doing the activities, everything, and I give that evidence, and my case was open again. Okay. Yeah. But after that, I go to interview and I've denied again. No.
You got the interview and you denied again?
Yeah, denied again. And when they denied me...
What was the reason you were denied?
Because the evidence I give them, I'm in the newspapers.
That's the evidence you gave them, meaning you have gone viral.
Yeah, and I have.
And once you've gone viral, you never know how many people could have read that newspaper. People from your country, people all over the world.
Yeah, but they tell me, you are in the newspaper, but people, how they will know it's you because you don't have your name, you don't have that, but. People know you, and then you see in the newspaper. They don't need to see they write your name in.
Yeah, they can just see you and know it.
Yeah, it's you.
Yeah,
No.
because I think they know most of the people from your country know you ran to Sweden.
Yeah, and African is not like here. You can live somewhere and your neighbor don't know you. In Africa, if you live in one area, all the people they know, and you have the problem. If even your family has another city, they know that problem from that day, and you have to live. No. And it's not easy now. Now for me it's not easy. It's very, very, very sad because I will never go back there.
Oh no.
Because many people they know my situation.
So now you've been denied again once, or all the 3 denials? Once?
No, it's only one. But if that one is there and you go to the court refuses. No, and now my 4 years reached and I open my case again. Because after 4 years, you can open your case. Yeah.
Oh, that's
I'm
not
going
good.
to open again, and I will go there. Yeah.
Oh, that's really serious. Okay, we shall go to another question. Yeah, these are the challenges we are facing as asylum seekers, black asylum seekers, especially LGBTQ. Because also I have an experience of my girlfriend, and she came as a footballer to play football in Sweden, and she came as under 18. Because listen, when you are running away from your country, you do not. You have to use any available opportunity to leave the country because your life is at risk that time. And when the opportunity came for her to leave, it was the opportunity that she had to be playing football among the under 18, and she was above 18, and that is how she told those people, please, I'm above 18, but I would like to leave this country through going to play football. And they were like, okay, fine. So they brought her, so she played under 18, but she was actually above 18. So when she went to seek asylum, she was denied the right. That why is she? Because when now she went to seek asylum, she opened up and told them the truth. Listen, I'm not below 18. I had to say I'm below 18 because I was desperately need to run away from my country. And that is how she told them. So when she told them the truth, I think migration doesn't want the truth. I think migration wants lies. So when she told them the truth, they told her, no, so we're not going to believe what you're telling us is right because you came like you're under 18 and now you're telling us you're above 18. So for that reason, we are not giving you the right to stay here. And she was denied her right to stay. She appealed. Still, they denied in court, and now she had to go for hiding for about 4.5 years, and she has gone back to the system now. So we don't know whether she will be given again or she will be denied again. So that is the horrible journey we really go through here. So I will ask. Maybe if you don't mind, you can tell us now that you came to Sweden, you came to an LGBT-friendly country. Can you tell us briefly about your life, your LGBTQ life? How has it been? How has been your dating life? Is it okay? Is it fun and easy for you to find somebody you love here compared to your country? You know, in your country it's a bit difficult because, like me, in our country, if you went to a club and you really maybe interested in a lady or we had some type of how can I put them? Some type of ways we behaved to show that you're not straight. So like for example, we in my country, as the LGBT, the lesbians, how we could behave was if you want to show the other person that you like her, you're a lesbian too, we could have 2 same glasses, the same type, so you just put them together and you have to drink with 2 glasses, and then when somebody passes and sees someone drinking with 2 glasses, you know, yeah, that is like me, so she's like me. So but here you don't have to do that. You just go to a gay club and dating site.
Here I have a relationship, but for now 2 months like that. It's like a little bit complicated. Yeah, a little bit complicated because you know here, if you are in this situation for us, it's not easy to be with you. You know, it's not easy because sometimes you go to the club. And they can leave your boyfriend enter in, and he tell you don't have your undocumented. The LMA card not is not valuable to enter, you know. And sometimes it's like maybe sometimes he's tired to have that life. He can't enjoy it, but he can't do it. Because with LMA card, you go in the club, they tell you, no, this is not valuable. And for me, like, if you come there to enjoy, to enjoy, they have to leave you enjoy. You are not a criminal. Even if you have LMA card, is your name there, your picture is there.
But
but they refuse you.
But also when you, I'm sorry to interrupt you, when you go like those gay clubs also, when they see a black and then maybe and the white, they will definitely say, no, that black is not gay. She's just maybe she is just hiding, like she's in a relationship with that white person because she wants to get papers, but she is not gay. I mean, why is it that it's always the black who are not gay? Why is it's always the black who are not trustworthy? Why is it's always the black who are liars? I mean,
no, I don't talk about always like gay play. Gay play, I don't have problem. When I go there, I enter, no problem. But sometimes, like with other friends who is not gay, you can't show them you are gay openly, but you can't be with them. But you have to hide. Yeah, when you go there, you can't enter into that place because you are gay, but you don't like always being in the part of the gay to LGBT people gay. You can go in another side to also enjoy your life, but that side is also not easy. But in the gay place, I can go there and have my life.
Okay.
That is
So like your dating life here is just...
but when my friend, they have some friends is not gay, but when we go there, we have to hide ourselves. But when we go there,
when you're in a gay place, you're just free.
Yeah. We are free. We can enjoy and do it. But he's living in upside. Yeah. But another side is so complicated.
Do you have something to say about your dating life here?
It's been open and is very free to do whatever I want and to express my feelings as well. So the experience has been very clear. So there's more life and life expression, and it's very perfect. So.
Same to me here. Mine is just superb because I mean, if I can go to a gay club and then you're surrounded by people who are like you, you feel that peace. You feel it's a safe place for you, and like I can hold my girlfriend, move with her, and this is the time I've been always dreaming about. A time whereby I can do whatever I feel like doing under my capacity that is not against the law with the person I love. This is something I had always wished for, and here it is. And please, migration, do not deny me the right to continue with this peace of mind I have now, because I feel like, I got a peace of mind. So I would also like to ask, first of all, how I think you're a member in RFSL, are you?
Yeah.
Are you a member?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a member too. So can you tell us about how RFSL has been of help to you? You can explain briefly on that.
Yeah. For me, RFSL, especially Newcomers, they are my family.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, when I'm there, I feel comfortable. That's why I like, if it is Wednesday, I'm so happy. It's like my life is like only that day. Yeah. Because I'm there, I'm open, I can talk with friends, I can show myself.
Friends who are like you.
Yeah. And we know many, like the meeting, we talk about HIV test, we talk about to show how to know myself. And for everything, very, very important meeting there is there.
Like we have like activities like mental health, whereby we come down as newcomers and we sit and try to share our stories and how we advise each other. Please, you're not alone. This journey we are walking together, and we shall soon get the freedom we want. And then RFSL has helped us. We go for SFE because getting a job in Sweden, you have to at least know Swedish. So we go for SFE, for ABF, we go for swimming, we go for activities like sports. And it's also a safe place for us to date our fellow newcomers. And also, for me personally, I've also been helped by volunteers who come to RFSL, and they helped accommodate me when I was undocumented until I had to seek my asylum. So would you say anything about RFSL?
Well, RFSL is a very beautiful place. to stay and to have fun. It's like a shed where we could come to hide,
an umbrella,
and
like
so it's it's a very beautiful
the harsh
place to
environment,
express more feelings and to get to know people and talk a lot, and they help a lot. So it's a very supportive place.
So a big shout to RFSL. I would also like to ask, what do you think? I think we're running short of time, about 5 minutes to go. What do you think migration would expect from an LGBTQ asylum seeker to look like, to prove that you're an LGBTQ to them? What do you think they need from us?
Being LGBTQ people is like just a feeling. It's not something you can see from the people. It's not like you are walking like a woman and you are the way you are feeling, but it's like something inside you as the feeling and the mentality.
Exactly. It's not something you choose.
Yeah, it's not
but
something
they expect
you choose.
It like it should be written. Like, you have to be, if you're a lady, you have to be so barge, and that's how they can identify you.
Like in my country, if you are a man, and even if you are not a gay, and you look like a woman, they can't beat you until you are gay. Yeah. That's why you try to be always, even if you are gay, try to be strong like a man.
Yeah, you try to be different.
It's not like here, like maybe you can, here you are open, you can do what everyone you want, but you don't have like to show you and like you are gay because you are like a woman, and what is like something that's a feeling and the mental.
Do you have something to say on that? Do you think what do you think migration expects out of you as an asylum seeker to prove that you're gay? How do they expect you to look like?
It's very difficult because when someone that is not into it asks you some questions and there's no way to prove it.
Yeah.
Actually, you feel
like
offended.
Which question?
Like how do you know you're gay or things like that? It's so weird. Wow. But you're in need. You have to answer the question because
when they say how can you know you're gay or how do you prove you're gay? I think it's better you say, okay, I can show you that I'm gay. Maybe.
Yeah, definitely. So they have to come in consideration of that as well.
Yeah.
Because
so it's
very
important.
important.
No proof. There is no criteria for being gay. Actually. That to be gay you have to dress like this. To be gay you have to look like this. I think there is no criteria. I think they want, they expect the gays, the black gays, to be living in a white Western world, like the way the white people live as gay. The white people live as gay in a way that they have been born in countries whereby LGBTQ, they are LGBTQ friendly, so they can grow up like if you are a gay man, you can grow up, swinging and modeling, like, you have to really show all whoever is behind you that yes, I am this, I am gay. Or if you're a lady, then you have to go, that badge. But then this is different for us from Uganda and Africa at large, because once they start noticing, in fact, in my culture, even a lady to wear a trouser is against the law. You're not supposed to wear a trouser. When they see you wearing a trouser, they say, no, she's behaving weird, and then they will start following you up, whatever you do. I mean, if they see you with this kind of hairstyle, then they will say, okay, now they start following you up, and then they're looking for evidences. So I think migration, please, wherever you are, do not judge us. I mean, we are not choosing to be LGBTQ people. We are born LGBTQ people, and please respect our right to asylum seeking and give us the right to live a happy life like anybody else is living. We are born by people like any other person is. So do not deny us the right to asylum. Please. I do not have any proof to prove that I'm gay. I do not have any proof to prove that I'm a lesbian, but I am a lesbian because this is the feeling I feel deep down in my soul. And if I am denied this feeling, then you're sending me to my death. Then you will be sending me back to my country, and it will lead me to my death. Please, try in whatsoever way you can to minimize those questions that how can you prove you're gay, because there is no any way someone can prove she is gay because it's in her innermost. If you want that person to prove she is gay, then use a lie detector. That's the best way to prove that I'm gay. But if you're not going to believe what I'm saying, then it's always going to be a waste of time always to go to seek asylum. So I think thank you for today, and we've run short of time, and shout out to RFSL for keeping us, and Lucy, who is behind us talking today, and I've been Lucy, the moderator from Uganda.
I'm Cedar from Senegal.
Wilfred from Nigeria.
Okay.
Yep.
And thank RFSL, thank RFSL,
Shout out
thank
for
LGBT,
RFSL.
thank newcomers. You are the best.
Okay.